And after each one, I'll announce the next one. So when you finish, I'll call you by the next Jocelyn, Adam, Ashley. But right now, without further ado, I'm just tickled pink to have a colleague and be a friend. I feel as though we kind of grew up together. It's like a brother. My dear friend, Maestro Gregory Buchalter, who has conducted all over the world, including the Metropolitan Opera in Russia. You name it. Just make up something. He's been there. So, Gregory, take it from here. It's yours.
Thanks, Osceola. So everybody, this is those of you who don't know me, because I think there's some new people this year. This has been kind of my 1 year traditional pre-Christmas visit to Lehman College, because Osceola has invited me. This must be my fourth or fifth time, so in a row. So obviously, with the world crisis going on, we still had this. We had this date probably since last December. I think as soon as the last class ended, we had chosen that we would do it again this December. And thank God COVID didn't stop us. And we're all in a different situation here. The arts in the world has totally changed. I mean, the fact that Osceola and I both have performed many years at the Metropolitan Opera, the fact that the Met is on a hiatus for over a year is just unprecedented in history. As the whole world is. So the arts has really suffered a lot, and we are all being creative, imaginative, and going forth and really using the current technology we have, which is the internet. One would not have thought a year ago that technology would play such a huge, vast part of our business, but it is. And what's interesting is that when COVID is over and we all go back to live performances and we can start working face to face once again, which we all miss so much. I think technology will have made this huge change and advance, and it's not going to go backwards. And I think everything is streamed now. Every performance you have, is going to stay there forever. So, I mean, there's kind of an added pressure on that. And I think there's good and bad. I mean, I think everything is good. I mean, the bad is right now that we're not performing and we're all just dying to be again, Osceola and I, we can both say we're such a people. I know I love the interaction of being next to somebody and feeling their energy. And it's really hard this way. But again, we do the best we can. So we have 9 people singing. I don't want to talk any further. And anybody who knows me from the past, I'm very easygoing. I just want you guys to enjoy yourselves. And, I'm only here to give you some pointers to make things maybe a little easier for you. Probably for the most part to, double what Osceola tells you weekly. But yeah, let's give it a go and have fun. The main thing is enjoy yourself, because that's what we do. That's why we perform, because we love getting up there and communicating, what we have to offer and our talent and, our voice that we want to share with others. So, the best we can, we want to enjoy ourselves and have fun.
You ready? Here we go.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, yet once a little while, and I will shake the heavens and the earth, the sea and the dry land, and I will shake, and I will shake all nations. I'll shake the heavens, the earth, the sea, the dry land. All nations I'll shake, and the desire of all nations shall come. The Lord whom ye seek shall suddenly come to his temple, even the messenger of the covenant, whom ye delight in. Behold, he shall come, saith the Lord of hosts. ghosts. But who may abide the day of his coming? And who shall stand when he appeareth? Who shall stand when he appeareth? But who may abide? But who may abide the day of his coming? And who shall stand when he appeareth? And who shall stand when he appeareth? When he appeareth. For he is like a refiner's fire. For he is like a refiner's fire. Who shall stand when he appeareth? For he is like a refiner's fire. For he is like a and who shall stand when he appeareth? But who may abide the day of his coming? And who shall stand? And who shall stand when he appeareth? When he appeareth. For he is like a refiner's fire, like a refiner's fire. And who shall stand when he appeareth? And who shall stand when he appeareth? For he is like a refiner's fire. And who shall stand when he appeareth? When he appeareth. For he is like a refiner's fire. For he is like a refiner's fire.
Okay, good, Adam. How do you feel?
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's a big piece. And bravo to Dr. B. Is that
Yeah. Thank you, Dr.
who's accompanying you? Great. Yes, it was great to have some live accompaniment. Good, Adam. There's a lot to talk about here. It's a big piece. Good. You're a great performer. You have a lot of enthusiasm about you. I mean, I feel that immediately. again, because of this new genre, just make sure you look into the camera. You spend kind of the first couple minutes kind of looking up. And I think it just has to do with the camera placement.
Yeah, the phone
not
is
being,
facing down.
yeah, I understand that. But like now, it's better than you sing towards it, even if it's uncomfortable. And I have a feeling if this was a live performance and we were in the hall on the stage, you would be looking away at the ceiling there too. Sometimes people, for comfort, just kind of put the audience out of their minds. But you always want contact. That's really important, especially because you're a singer that sings with a lot of you have charisma, so again, you always want to keep that connection. The word Lord is prevalent in here a lot. You always want to use the D. Lord, God. Where was the one that especially? Yeah, in the recitative at the beginning, thus saith the Lord. You really want to exaggerate that because, again, the Lord deserves our respect. We're singing a whole song, the Lord of hosts. Again, you could be more, when we sing in English, the final consonants are so important. Yep. Okay, good. That was very good. Are you aware that, again, I wish we were live with everybody and I would ask everybody if they noticed something about your performance that was a little bit distracting. Do you know what I'm going to say that I found distracting?
No. What would that be?
See, you're not even aware. So this is, again, why it's so important to have these kind of situations. You were conducting yourself the whole time, and it was very clear. You were moving your hand a lot up and down, but I also saw you when you were in 3 conducting. No? Or you're just you're not aware. Yeah, you're aware. Yeah. You have to be careful of that because obviously you're going to do that it doesn't matter whether you're on the internet or in a live performance, we're going to see it and it's distracting. And again, you have a great voice. You don't want something like that to, again, distract from the quality of your sound. Okay. So that's something you're going to have to work. I think it's going to be helpful for you to video yourself performing or just like singing through things. And you're going to see, I think it's right now so ingrained in your physically that it's going to feel a little awkward keeping your hands. But I'm going to ask you to do something that one of my conducting, actually, when I was a fellow at Tanglewood, Seiji Ozawa, it was giving us a masterclass, just like I'm doing with you guys, for the young conducting people. And he had us conduct with our hands in our pockets. And you think, how can you conduct? Yes, you can sing with your hands in your pockets, but how can you conduct? And it was amazing. We learned how much communication we could do without using our hands, because conductors all over conduct. We do gestures too big and we do stuff where we don't need to. So it was a great test for us young conductors to actually conduct it with our hands in our pockets. How do you give an upbeat to bring the orchestra in? Well, you find another way. If your hands don't exist, you find another way. So maybe a nod of the head. I mean, it's amazing that such a slight gesture can make 80 people play together if it's clear. It's all about the intent behind it. So there's no reason for you to be conducting except it's giving you some sort of security with the meter or the tempo. So you need to, putting your hands in your pockets would actually be a great exercise for you as well. And then you're going to see it may feel a little uncomfortable because you're just used to having this movement. And this movement sometimes is fine. There's nothing wrong with, and there's going to be times on stage when you're playing in an opera where you're going to have gestures, and that's going to be how it's staged. But right now, it's just distracting. It's not helping you. Okay. Sure. So yeah, so we're going to do a little of that again with that. I just wrote down a couple notes. Let me just see what else. Look at the camera. Okay. Yeah. I wanted some embellishments when you repeated, but who may abide, and then you did it at the end, a little cadenza. When he, that was good, but I'm going to make a couple suggestions also when we get to it again. There's a couple other things. And the other thing that's very important when you sing Handel and Rossini and any bel canto composers, but Handel especially, is coloratura. Why is it there? What is coloratura?
For the runs.
Yeah, it's when, okay, it's moving the voice, not on the words, but yeah, in this case, it's runs, and Rossini does it all the time, like I said. So, and when it starts, it really starts. I mean, you have quite a few runs here, and the desire, and they go, and they go, and they go. Yeah, they need to go somewhere. You were a little bit stuck in them. And tell me, I think that you just didn't have, and again, you sing with a lot of charisma and personality. That's great. There's There's no issue there. But why are the runs there? They don't need to be there. The piece would be a lot shorter if he just left the runs out. And it would still be a great piece. What do they mean? Why are they there?
They're exciting. They make the piece feel grand, and
Why? I agree, but why?
The performer to show off their capabilities.
I think that's the wrong way to look at it. It's not there to show off.
Well, if you look at the words, "and I will shake," it's almost like the performer is shaking, you know?
Okay. Yes. It's exactly what you're talking about. What I'm getting at is, okay, it's expressive. It's an emotion. And I will shake. It's an emotion. It's going somewhere. But you're absolutely right. It's the word shake, and he has that. So you really can shake. I don't mean shake the voice, of course, but I mean give this feeling. You're talking about the earth shaking, right? Right? I mean, is that the analogy?
Yes.
That it is? Yes, that's an earthquake. That's a huge thing. So of course we're contained in how far vocally we can go, but I think you can again give a feeling of the whole earth. I mean, shaking, moving, right? It could be a little grander. I don't want you to get off your voice, of course. You still have to stay grounded and contained. This is hard on the internet because I don't see your whole body and I don't see how I don't see your feet. It's okay, you can't do anything about it. But I talk a lot about when somebody's performing, about being grounded and feeling really secure in this space. You know, a lot of people, you're stuck in front of the camera, and maybe it's not an issue with you, but a lot of people wander and don't stay in one place. So, you know, we're a little bit handicapped in that respect in terms of presentation. And then the other big coloratura, of course, when in the fast tempo. There's fire, finer father, or all those. What do those coloraturas passages mean? Again, it's an outpouring of emotion. You need to feel them more. That's all. You know, that's all I mean at all.
Okay.
Yeah, good. You're a wonderful performer. Really, it's good. Very good.
Well, thank you.
Let me just see what else I said. Yeah, embellishments. For he like a new idea. Yeah, when you do the last, for he is like, it's a new idea, the faster tempo. Again, you need to feel, it needs to be sung with a different character, a different intent than everything else, right? The piece is divided really amongst, you have a recitative, you have a slow aria, then you have fast. The fast, yeah, for he is like, it has to have a different feeling. It's like a different person singing almost. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't have a lot of time and we have a long piece. I'm trying to think what's helpful. Let's start it again because I wanted it more declamatory. The difference between a recitative, you understand recitative, right? Mm-hmm. And then the aria, right? What is the difference actually?
Recitative is more open, and the aria is
what do you mean open?
Open. It's more spoken. It's dialogue.
Yes. Text is most important in the recitatives. The action. If you have a Mozart opera in all the secco recitatives, it all happens in there, all the action, and then the arias are pretty much stand and set and sing a beautiful tune. Of course, I'm generalizing and simplifying it, but yes. So the text is important. Thus saith the Lord of hosts. That's why I said more final consonant. And like I said to Jocelyn, decide which words are important, and I want those emphasized. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, go for it. Let's start again. From the beginning. Yeah. The rest of the tea. That's what we're talking about.
Okay. Thus saith the Lord of hosts.
Good. Much better, Adam. Very good. The Lord. Make it clear. It's to the Lord. Again, this is declamatory. When you sing the aria, but who will abide? That's a whole different situation. That's a cantabile. You're going to sing beautifully. The words are not that they're less important, but they're they're more part of the melody. Here it's complete drama. Thus saith the Lord of hosts. Right? Yet once in a while. Okay, tell a story here. Don't be afraid. Okay, good. And the other thing is you have this dramatic, you have this big dramatic lead in. It's not just like chord, thus, but use that energy. Ba-bum, 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 ba, thus, right? That's going to set up how you sing the first word there. Good, very good. Once again.
Thus saith the Lord.
Good. Tell me. Yeah. The Lord of hosts.
The Lord of hosts.
It's two. The Lord. I think it needs to be a little bit more, the Lord of, almost accented. It's just the nature of the music because you have ba-bum, ba-bum, right? The orchestra is telling you the character. Ba-bum, ba-bum is the Lord of, it's not, if it were the Lord of hosts, then it would be, you understand? Go with the music. Okay, the Lord of hosts.
The Lord
Good.
of hosts.
Good. Much better. Good.
Yet once a little while, and I will share.
No. Again. You have ba-bum, ba-bum, and I will. You can't go ba-bum, ba-bum, and I will. That goes against the music. So use the energy in the music. Ba-bum, ba-bum, and I will shake. And now in this long run of shaking, I want you to go somewhere. It's like you're going, right? It's not just da 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 da. I'm not saying you did that, but I'm saying again, it's music. It has forward motion. Okay, good. If she could play the ba bum ba bum, and I will shake.
And I will shake.
Okay, so this needs to be a little, Adam. This needs to be a little cleaner. I want every note because it's a coloratura of intensity as opposed to if you were singing like a love song, then it would be right. It would be a completely different character. But this is not a love song. It's moving the whole earth, shaking the whole earth. It's got to have lots of energy. Right? Every note is important, but that it still has forward motion. Okay.
And I will shake the heavens and the earth, the sea and the dry land. And I will
No, dry land. Dry land. You need that T at the end. I heard dry land. Dry land. Don't be afraid to do, it's called a shadow vowel. Dry land. Right? Italians sing everything like that. Because they always have a vowel at the end of their words. So they would say land. You know, that's called a shadow vowel. Don't be afraid of that. Okay, we have so little time left. I want to do a little of the aria now. Okay. Good. But you'll keep working in that direction, right? That the coloratura, all the coloratura has meaning. That is always going somewhere. Okay. Just right, but who may abide, and really now legato, complete contrast to what I asked you to do before in the recitative.
But who may abide the day of his coming?
Okay, so look, it can be added more legato. But who may abide the day of his come? Really, it should feel like one continuous note rather than. So think of it a little bit, as opposed to the recitative, which was very vertical. This is completely horizontal, okay? Okay, once again, just start it.
But who may abide the day of his coming?
Okay, good. And now in contrast, let's do for he is like, and completely change the character.
On the first time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the presto is fine. From the presto.
For he is like a refiner
So look, Adam, good. Sorry, it's so, I wish we had an hour just on your piece, because but good. For he is light, again, even though there's, the energy is in the music, right? It's in 16ths and it's very exciting. And you, again, forward motion, think, okay, right on it.
For he is like a refiner's fire. For he is like a refiner's.
Okay, good. Adam, really, it's very good. This is difficult music. Each one is like a plateau getting higher and higher. Or it's like you're bouncing off a trampoline, and with each bounce you get higher. So think of more building, okay? And your hands going crazy again, moving, okay? So you need to put it in your pocket, okay? Put them in your pocket, excellent. Okay, last time we'll do that again, then we have to go on. For he.
For he is like a refiner's fire. For he is like a refiner's fire.
Good. Adam, how did that feel with your hands in your pockets?
A little awkward, but I can.
But you know what? It sounded so much better, and you looked so much better. I can't tell you enough. You'll have to go back and, if this is being recorded, and see that. Okay. You sounded just more pure, because this was kind of making it, jagged, jerky. So I realize the reason you're doing it, believe me, I'm a conductor, I'm moving my hands all the time, but it was actually distracting, not only from how we looked at you, but on your voice, okay? So work on that, okay? All right, sure. Good work. I think we got a lot of points out there, though, for you to you can get this better.
I appreciate your help.
Good. Yeah, thank you very much. Good.
Thank you, Adam. That's exciting. Next is Ashley. Ashley, tell us about yourself and go to it.
Hello, my name is Ashley Carvajal. I will be singing He Shall Feed His Flock from the Messiah by Handel.
Can you turn the music up a little bit?
Like a
Good.
Thank you.
Good. So I'm going to ask you a little bit what I asked of Jocelyn. The words need to be a little bit more focused, okay? Because I actually have it right in front of me, and even looking at it, I didn't understand the words. So yeah, if you can just tell me what you're singing about.
I'm singing to the people. I'm like an angel. I'm sent from
You know what I think it is? You know what I think it is? Your microphone just isn't that clear. Is there some way you can do something? Because even when you're speaking,
I have my AirPods on.
Okay, that's better. You just adjusted them and it made a huge difference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's much better. Okay, I think that's all the problem was actually when you were singing.
Okay. So I'm singing to people I've been sent from up above, and I'm just reassuring them that God is there for them and that He will lead them.
Okay. Now you have a slow aria, right? In Adam's case, he had slow section and a fast section, and it makes it a little easier to change characters and make contrast. You have only a slow piece with no fast part and no recitative like he had. So how are you going to show contrast when everything is slow that you're singing?
Just have expression in my voice.
Yes, you need to do a little bit more with the words in your voice, absolutely. And we're going to talk about some embellishments that I'm used to in this piece that you didn't do, and I can give you a couple examples, okay? So, good, very good. Let's start it again, okay? And I'll stop you. Is it easy to start if I stop you, is it kind of hard to start the music again in the right place, or?
It might, but because I'm using the app, so
okay.
I can just go back and forth.
Okay. Okay, let's stop right there. Just stop it right where it is. So we have a long introduction, and
Yeah.
what is that music there for? What does it mean?
I'm not sure.
Well, whose music is it?
Could it be us, the angels that are coming down?
Okay. It's your music. I'm getting that. This music represents your feeling. It's what you are feeling inside, internally. But if you want to have an image like the angels, that's great. I mean, yes, that can work completely. So what I'm after is the piece doesn't start when you sing. It starts when the introduction starts. That's your music. So you need to be in tune to it, and you need to be relate to it, if you understand what I mean. Okay, yeah. Good. Okay, you can just continue where you stopped, can you? Because there's a lot of intro left. Enjoy this music and let it inspire you.
Like a
Okay, stop. In the first sentence, what do you think is the most important word? He shall feed his flock like a shepherd.
The most important word is shepherd.
Why?
Because there's more emphasis on the word shepherd.
Forget that. I want just say the sentence say the sentence for me.
He shall feed his flock like a shepherd.
I didn't hear shepherd as being more emphasized.
Oh.
I don't think shepherd is the right word. But look, you have choices again. He shall feed his flock like a shepherd. He shall feed his flock like a shepherd. He shall feed his flock like a shepherd. Yeah, I mean, shepherd could be. I don't think it's the most important word. But of the little words before, which do you think is the most important word?
Flock.
Okay, so he shall feed his flock. Okay, so then you want maybe the FL to be a little bit clearer. And again, the K. You know that it's often done as he shall feed instead of he shall feed. That's how you sang it, correct?
Yeah. Yes, I was thinking that
It's
way.
often done as a syncopation. So you tie the C and the shall is on the B flat. That's how I'm used to hearing it. So he shall feed his flock. Try that. I think it's a little more interesting. Okay. And I think in general, just enjoy the words more. I mean, in a way, I want to ask you to sing them more, but enjoy them more, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does. So start from he shall.
Yeah.
Like a shepherd.
Okay, so stop right there. So like Adam with all the colored Torah, why does he have these moving notes? Because it could have been beautiful just, he shall feed his flock like a shepherd. It could be that. Why is it shepherd? Why all those extra notes on the word shepherd?
I feel like he has those extra notes there because, it's to show emotion or show expression.
Yes, and I think for that reason, Ashley, you chose shepherd as the most important word, and now I understand why you said that. So whether it's the most important word or not, use those words, shepherd, not just shepherd, right? Shepherd. I think they need to go somewhere. And then he takes us for a further surprise, and instead of shepherd, he goes shepherd. He takes you down the octave instead of staying in the octave where he started. It's interesting, but I think use that, make it more interesting. Okay, I do want to move beyond the first line, but okay, keep going. I mean, if you continue where you stopped, do you think you can catch up?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Again, traditionally, I'm used to with his arm, and I think that's a little easier to sing. You understand? I put the his on the E. With his arm. Instead of with his, it's a little awkward. I mean, that's a choice you have. Then when we repeat, right, we have an exact repeat. He shall feed his flock. We need to do something with it. And this is where I would start putting some embellishments in, which is traditional, stylistic with Handel or Rossini. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
And I would put maybe some trills, too simple. He shall feed his flock like a shepherd. You could do trills on the F. I'm playing backwards, so it's a little hard for me to play. But yeah, you can put those few trills on just to make some contrast.
Okay.
You want to try that?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Sounds fun. So should I just start on the second page? I think that's where I'm.
Just continue. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Perfect. I wanted to trill.
Yeah.
He shall, something like that. He shall. Let's do that. Let's do the same tie because we did it earlier. He shall. So then you'll trill on the tie on the he. Why don't you just try it a cappella without?
Okay.
No. He. So we're starting. We're tying. He, and at the tie on the downbeat, you put a little trill. Are you clear of that?
No, but let me try. I think I'm okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Keep going.
Okay. Sorry. I feel like that's not what it, okay.
No, that's all. I mean, you could put maybe 2 turns instead of 1, but that's the idea.
Like a
True.
No.
Shepherd. Listen. Shepherd. Try that. And again, why are we putting these trills? It's for emotion, so that you feel even more emotion the second time you sing it. Okay. And then I have just a couple things later. He shall gather the lambs his arm. Definitely do a trill on this arms because it's a long note. Arms with his arm. You can do that. Then in the next phrase, I'm just, it's easier while we stop, since it's hard to start the comment. And carry them. You may want to go up and just do some different things. You know, you can play with it. Carry them in his bosom. So I'm just changing some of the notes, which is stylistic and handle when you repeat something. Okay? You can play with it. I don't expect you to do all that on the spot.
Okay.
Okay. Why don't you keep going?
Okay. Sorry.
I know, it's okay. It's really hard to figure that out when you're stopping. Good. Good, good. Now the music changes. Keep going. Okay, good, good. You know the word those, let me show you which. And gently lead. Those, that's not in the Baron edition, in the main edition. Gently lead instead of those. So I would leave the word those out. It's easier just to keep it on these. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, I would cross that out. It's not in the original. Okay. I think that's good. I just put more excitement in it. It's not, I mean, I wish I could hear you sing a fast aria now too. But the thing is, even in a slow piece that's beautiful and you have a beautiful voice, you still have to find excitement and energy in it, even though it's slow moving. Okay, but good.
Okay.
Very good work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ashley. Good, good work, good work. Next, we have Jadalyn. Hi, Jadalyn.
Hi. So I'm actually doing the same piece she did. I'll be doing He Shall Flock from Handel's Messiah.
Okay.
He shall feed his flock like a shepherd, and he shall gather the lambs with his arm, with his arm. He shall feed his flock like a shepherd, and he shall gather the lambs with his arm, with his arm. And carry them in his bosom, and gently lead those that are with young, and gently lead those, and gently lead those that are with young. Unto him, all ye that labor, come unto him, ye that are heavy laden, and he will give you rest. Come unto him, all ye that labor, come unto him, ye that are heavy laden, and he will give you rest. Take his yoke upon you and learn of him, for he is meek and lowly of heart, and he
Okay, good, good. So, what was different in your performance from the preceding one? I know of two major things that I can think of. I don't mean little details, but.
Okay. I guess I added more embellishments a little bit more. And
You did do
was
some embellishments, yes. And you did different ones than I suggested, which is great. I mean, I have no problem with that at all. But I'm not even thinking that. I'm thinking something bigger, a bigger picture.
picture? I'm not sure though.
Well, your tempo was quicker.
Yeah.
And because of that, hers was more of kind of sustaining lyric, and yours was more forwardness. There was more forwardness, and they both have merits, and you could meet in the middle, or it's fine. I think for your voice, this worked fine. I mean, I think you chose obviously that person put the accompaniment on, not having done it with you, I assume, right?
I just found this accompaniment on YouTube.
Oh my God! So it's just coincidence. Would you have wanted it slower, or did that feel right?
I actually kind of liked it at this tempo. I have done it slow, but I rather a little bit faster.
Yeah, no, I think this worked for you, and you sang through the phrases very nicely. It had good legato, but you also you had a longer version than she did, correct?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so are you aware that you sang two different parts?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Okay, you sang both the alto part and the soprano part, where she just sang the alto part. Okay, so it makes me ask you, are you a soprano or an alto?
Bixby voice privacy contents have been up.
No, sorry, that my phone just said something. I don't know what.
So the thing is, for me, I've been from my last voice teachers, they say I'm a mezzo soprano. So usually in choir, I'm usually an alto. Most of the time when I do solo work, I'm a soprano. So I just did both to see.
Okay. When you sang alto at the beginning, I thought you were an alto and it was fine. And then when you sang soprano, I said, wow, she has good higher notes. So I think you're a soprano, but I think this piece is very long and you should choose one or the other.
Yeah.
Or if you're going to make a combination of both, you should end it sooner.
Okay.
You could have ended it. That and he will give you rest. You could end it there, or you could even, then the next section, unto your soul, and you could just end it there. But I think it was just too much of the same. Okay. Again, Adam's piece maybe was just as long as what you sang, but because it had a recitative, a slow, a fast, then it went back to the slow with embellishments, then it had the fast. It was more of a complete piece. Yours, it just feels like it went on a little too long, right? So I would say either start with the soprano part and do it to the end. It's still 2 full pages in a slow tempo. It's plenty. Or start the alto part. If you really like that range, then maybe do half of the soprano part.
Okay, sounds good.
But it may make sense just to do one complete part. So my inkling is to say just sing the soprano part. Okay. Which, if of the two of them, which do you feel most comfortable doing?
To me, it's either or, to be honest. It doesn't really matter. I guess it just depends.
I like your upper range. I like you around E and F, and I would feel shortchanged if I didn't get to hear that. So probably I would say just sing the soprano part.
Okay.
It's usually if a soprano sings it, she will just start right on the, on the higher part, and if the alto sings it, she will just do the first 2 pages. And you did a whopping 4 pages of 2 different personalities, but I would rather hear you do, rather than do so much of this, maybe do just half of it, as I said, and then do some of Rejoice or something else, if you are a soprano. So I get more contrast with something different.
Okay, perfect. All
right. So I'm thinking you're more of a soprano. So let's just, for our sake, let's just start on the second half. Come on to. Okay?
Okay.
And we'll just do a little work.
Do you want me
You
to?
think it's going to be, what?
You're saying, no,
Well, that's where the soprano part starts.
No, I was going to ask if you wanted me to do it a little bit with accompaniment or just solo.
Oh, with accompaniment. Oh, but it's going to be hard for you to get it in that spot, right?
No, I actually kind of memorized the timing. We're good.
Okay, good.
Let's see.
And maybe, do you study with Osceola?
Actually, I'm gonna declare my major as music possibly by the end of the semester. Actually,
Oh, so you don't work with Osceola yet?
I don't.
Oh,
work
okay.
with Osceola.
Okay. So I would just discuss with your teacher what I mentioned, that it's just too long to do both parts, and come up with a plan of, of doing half that length, but finding which part is going to be best in your voice. And my inkling is that the higher part is.
Okay.
I thought in a different place you did the tie. So I would suggest what I told hers. Come unto him. Right? We talked about how it's often done that way. Come unto. That's what it is. Come unto him. Right? Because I think you did it the second time that way. No?
I think so.
The next time. So that you're holding through it as a almost syncopation. Come unto him. You never did it that way?
Don't think so. No, never done it.
Try it before you put the music on, just to see if it feels good. No, but you have to hold the F. Come, and then you go to the E flat.
Sorry. Wait, do you mean like hold it and then?
Yes,
can you
yes,
do
yes. I thought you did it the second time. Let me show you again.
Yeah.
Come unto him. Yeah, exactly. Perfect. That was really good. I think it's more interesting that way, and I swear you did it the second time, the second phrase coming up. Okay. Yeah, I really like your sound up there. You have a beautiful, nice, pure sound up there. So as far as I'm concerned, you're a soprano.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay, if you can get the music back there.
Yes.
And let's find a way also. You needed more. Your text was very good. I understood it. But occasionally, you also needed more final. He will give. He will give you rest. Enjoy those final consonants. Just enjoy the words more. Okay, go ahead. Stop it. Stop it.
Stop it.
Yeah. So we can come back there. We can start right back there. Good. Very good. Very good. Really, really good. I have a question. Come unto him, O ye that lay. Why is it lay and not labor? Why that rhythm?
Not sure. I'm actually not sure.
Well, I'm not sure either because we can't ask the composer. So you need to come up with an idea. Why do you think he wrote that?
I guess.
What does labor mean in this context?
doesn't it mean technically that he will help us with like the workload that we have? I think.
Okay.
So he's trying,
Okay. And what?
kind of in a way symbolizing like lifting the workload from the people. So I guess
Okay.
up actually does that. It's
Okay.
similar.
Yes. Yes, I agree. And what does that mean to you? To do that?
To do that, it kind of makes, because as I go higher, it makes me feel more lighter in a way, and the sound sounds more
Okay.
as I go up. So it kind
Yeah.
of,
So I think that rhythm there helps that lightness. That lay. So really use it, not just lay, but lay.
so go
Lay.
lighter
So
as I go up. Okay.
yeah, I think just use it. And then going on, come unto him. You need to get off that sooner because you held it too long and then you were very late on the ye. Did you feel that?
Yeah, it's not,
Him, ye, not him, ye that, because then you were late on the ye.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, so it just instead of really thinking of it as the dotted quarter, the him is just a quarter. Him, and then a rest on the third of the eighths there, and that would be the M. You put the M on that, and the rest, and you get your breath and you go forward. Okay, let's go on. I think it's too difficult to go back and fix that, but you understand there. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go on.
All right.
Just, yeah.
Wait. Not sure which
Yeah,
one.
it skips a little bit. It's hard to do this, I know.
Okay. And he will give you rest.
How about come, come unto him. Go up to the G somehow. Come unto him. Something like that.
How about this? Come to him.
Oh, you did that? No, you did that somewhere else.
I'm not.
You did that earlier, didn't you? On the other, yes, you did that. He shall gather. You did that on the earlier one, right? So do it here. Yeah, I think that's perfect.
Okay.
So if you leave off the alto part, you can at least put that nice turn embellishment, which I really liked, and you'll put it on here. I don't know if you can pick it up right there.
Let's try that.
Perfect. Perfect. Now the harmonies change, okay? So you have to have a different quality.
Take his yoke upon you and learn of him, for he is meek and lowly of heart, and ye shall find rest, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. Stop it. We're good.
Yeah. Unto your souls. Definitely put a little trill in. Souls there. Good. I need a little bit more text. Find. I never got the D there. I always heard find. So in other words, ye shall find rest. Find a way to get that D in there. And then I would have liked more clarity on take his yoke upon the K and the N, those final final letters when you have consonants. You needed just a little bit more, okay? And the rest is pretty much the same, but good. You have a beautiful, sweet voice. So you're gonna find which is the better half, but I'm really certain that you should just sing the soprano part. You're a soprano. And I'd love to hear you sing Rejoice. Did you ever try that?
No.
That's rejoice, rejoice, rejoice greatly. Okay, look at that. I think that'll be good for you. Okay. Okay, good.
Thank you, Jadalyn. It's nice to hear you. Nice to meet you. Next, we're going to have Danya.
Osceola, how many are left? How many people are left?
Okay, we have with Danya 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh my God, okay, we got to
left.
keep going. Okay, good.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, my name is Tanya, and today I'll be doing Habanera by George Bizet, and it's from the opera Carmen.
Danya, I think you should tell them it's going to be in English.
Oh, it will be in English.
Right.
Okay.
Love is only a woodbird wild that none can ever hope to tame. And it is a wooing mild if he refuse your heart to claim. Not avails neither threat nor prayer. One speaks me fair, the other sighs. 'Tis the other whom I prefer. The mute is hard to mind reply. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, l'amour, a gypsy boy, 'tis love, 'tis true. He ever was and ever will be free. Though you may love me not, I love you. If I love you, beware of me. Though you may love me not, though you may love me not, I love you. But if I love you, if I love you, beware of me. Though you may love me not, though you may love me not, I love you. But if I love you, if I love you, beware of me.
Okay. I love the background. How did you do that?
I just thanks guys. I just put like a Google image in the back.
Oh, so it's not real.
It's not.
Oh, that's really neat. That's so clever. It worked really well. Good. This is not the Clarman Jones version, is it?
I don't think so.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why you would do it in English unless you were singing Carmen Jones. Why did you sing last year?
I did.
Yeah, I remember you. Okay, what did you do last year?
I think which ones did I do? I did Bésame Mucho. Bésame.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, from when I came, yeah, I thought you looked familiar, so okay, that's what it was. Good. Yeah, you need to learn this in French. I mean, nobody does this in English. So
I'm sure.
Learn it in French. And your voice is fantastic, and you have the right charisma and the right look for Carmen. So you need to learn it in French. I mean, end of story. Okay, but we'll if for some reason you were doing it in English, that's fine. Okay, and the first thing is you need to do the little recitative before. Quand je vous aimerai, ma foi, je ne sais pas. Do you know that part? Do you have that in your music?
I mean.
Okay. So you need to look that up. You're going to learn it in French. And then you're gonna learn one page before, right? It goes, Quand je vous aimerai. Whoa, it's hard to play backwards. Ma foi, je ne sais pas. Peut-être jamais. It leads the aria very well. And then you say, mais pas aujourd'hui. C'est certain. And then yum. So it's going to set the aria up much better for you. Yeah, if you're going to do it. And again, it's a great piece for you. Good. I swear you said l'amour once, did you?
I did.
So it just was confusing. It's like, then why don't you just do it in French?
I was just doing very, very poorly in French. So, but
that's the reason to work on it. You're a student and you have a fantastic voice. And if you sang Besame Mucho last year, what a big change going forward, because now you're singing a real big opera staple, a great opera piece. So this is great. Again, your voice is wonderful. I just wish we were in French. Okay, let's start it again. We can still do some work with it. This is all about, what are you doing? What is your mission in this piece?
Well, I'm kind of talking about.
No, I don't. Well, first of all, you're not talking. What are you doing in this piece?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm singing. I'm singing to somebody.
You're singing only because it's opera. But what are you doing? I'm looking for another verb.
I'm kind of seducing somebody.
Yes, you're flirting.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting. So seducing, flirting. Now you're on the right page. And that's what Carmen is all about, okay? I'd say this is more of an acting piece than a singing piece. I want you to act it more. Because again, you have a great personality. I mean, I see it, even just speaking with you. So I want that to come out in her character. And when you sing, l'amour, l'amour, because you're going to do it in French, or that's love, probably you said. But why are you saying it 4 times? There are 4 different types of love. L'amour, 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 l'amour est enfant de bohème. Again, lead yourself into that. Yeah, see, you're enjoying it. You can have more fun with it. And you already did, but I'm just saying, let go completely. That's what Carmen is, right? She has no inhibitions, none at all.
Okay.
Right? The only inhibition you have is that you have to sing and you have to keep vocally, you have to keep your voice intact. But other than that, you can just let go. Okay? Good.
Okay.
Start it again.
Can you turn the music up a little bit more? We can hardly hear it.
It won't let me. I'm trying.
All right.
Do you want me to share my screen? Maybe
No,
that's
okay. It's okay. No.
Okay.
You know what, Dania?
Yes?
Sing it a cappella for a while, because I'll probably stop you anyway. Okay?
Okay.
I can give you the pitch. I would play the accompaniment, but the delay will drive us crazy. So just do it a cappella for a while. Okay. Your first word is what?
Love.
Love is. That's a heated word. We need to hear it. I need the va. Love is, and maybe connect the V's. When you sing l'amourette, l'amour has that sexy quality in French. L'amour, that oo sound. L'amourette. So love is, use the V. It's the most important word of the whole piece, right? That's what it's all about. And the irony is that Carmen doesn't even want to love. She just wants to, flirt and seduce, like you said, and go from man to man. But the thing is that you use love because that's what gets them, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Love is only a woodbird wild that none can ever hope to tame. And in vain is
Okay. I actually have this translation written in my score, so I understand. Love is like any wood bird wild. That's just wild. That's none can ever hope to tame. It needs more connection, okay? More clarity, because if you're singing in English, you have to make it so ultra clear to us. Because nothing would be worse than you singing for fellow English speaking people and say, gee, I didn't understand a word she was singing. Or was she singing in French or English? I couldn't tell, right? You want to make it super clear, okay?
Okay.
Or maybe it was German. Yeah, make it super. No, I'm just teasing with you. But the thing is, enjoy the words. Enjoy it. Make them come to life. Don't just sing them clearly. Make them live. Okay.
Love is only a woodbird wild that none can ever hope to tame.
Okay. Also, your focus is all over the place. I want you to look, again, you have this wonderful background. I mean, that looks like you're in Seville. So now I want it to be, I want you to be really focused. So, go like this. Look at us straight in. Well, we're the ones you're singing to, right? I mean, that's the new way of singing, looking into a camera. You don't have an audience. If we were all here, I would tell you probably to pick one guy in the audience or one person and sing for that person. But the thing is, how can you seduce and flirt if you're kind of scattered all around? You've got to focus your attention. And there's a way to do it into the camera. Imagine a certain person there that you want to seduce, okay? And see that person. The camera is that person. And then it's going to be, to us, it's going to be very clear. Okay. If you want to put the music on, you can go ahead.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Love is only a woodbird wild that none can never.
Okay, sorry. What I saw you do, you started, love is only, and then your eyeballs went up. You got to keep them focused on us, okay? For me, you look so wonderful. You look like Carmen. You have that wonderful, sexy appeal about you, okay? You've got to use use your eyes. Didn't I say earlier that the eyes for me are the most expressive and the strongest organ of our body, right? They can say so much. They can show if you're depressed and you want to kill yourself, which often happens in opera. They can show that you just got a call from the Metropolitan Opera that you're going to make your debut there, right? They can show everything, right? From your happiest moments to your most dreaded moments and everything in between, okay? So don't divert them. Keep them focused right on us, okay? Start again.
Love is only a woodbird wild that none can never hope to tame. And in vain is a wooing mild if he refuses.
Good. Stop. You were so focused on us and it was so much stronger. I can't tell you enough. And I love the way you just kind of swung your hair, at one point. That's fine, as long as it means something. And, people who do a lot of gestures, it gets distracting. But if you keep very focused, like with your eyes there, then you do something like move your hair or you lift your arm. It's very powerful. You know what I mean? Now, you're a great performer. That's not the issue. But it's, again, knowing where to focus. You got to learn this in French. Next time I hear you sing, I want to hear this in French, okay?
Okay.
All right. Very good work. Good.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Don. Next is Dad Gill.
Hello.
Tell us who you are, what you're going to do.
Hi, I'm Dab Gill, David Gill. I'm going to be singing O Thou That Tellest, Good Tidings, Zion, or Thou That Tellest from Handel's Messiah. I just want to know if you guys can hear this. Good? Okay. All right. So I'm just going to go in and jump to it.
That's good.
O thou that tellest good tidings to Zion, get thee up into the high mountain. O thou that tellest good tidings to Zion, get thee up into the high mountain. Get thee up into the high O thou that tellest good tidings to Jerusalem, lift up thy voice with strength, lift it up, be not afraid. Say unto the cities of Judah, say unto the cities of Judah, behold your God, behold your God. Say unto the cities of Judah, behold your God, behold your God, behold your God. O thou that tellest good tidings to Zion, arise, shine, for thy light is come. Arise, 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 shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord, the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee, is risen upon thee. The glory, the glory, the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee.
Thank you.
Good, beautiful, beautiful job. You have a beautiful voice. And you have a wonderful, radiant smile. And every time there was an interlude when you weren't singing, you just kept your poise. You looked so diva-like. You looked really great, really good. Good job. You look very confident too. Very good, very good. Are you a soprano
I sing both.
or are you a mezzo?
I think.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I felt like the quality of your voice was soprano, so maybe this is a real alto piece. I mean, it sits low, like those low A's. I might give you some higher embellishments, especially towards the end where you can go up the octave, and you can end high, you know. Lord, up they see is risen upon thee.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you can do more interesting things so that your voice stays a little high. Okay, but very good, very good. So I'm going to say what I've been saying to everybody who's been singing Handel today, is that when you have the coloratura and you have the long. Yeah, it was in the second section. And the Lord, it's got to go somewhere. It was all just very clean, but a little bit boring because of that.
Okay.
Okay, so if you just think a little forward motion on those sort of things. And then get thee up into the high mountain. There's a way that you can take a breath there so you don't have to go the high mountain. I didn't like that. What?
My breathing with that has been the challenge of the semester.
But do you know how to do that? You know how to do that? You would go, get thee up in, I should go to the piano, but I moved away. Get thee up into the high mountain, breath, high mountain. Then you only need one breath in there. You don't need to take all those extra breaths. Do you understand what I did?
Yeah, I think.
Let me go to the piano and I'll help you. Do you have a keyboard there to get your pitch?
Not
I'll help you. I'll help you. I just had to move, moving around. Okay, so look, this is it. And by the way, it's dotted in the Barenreiter score. It's it's not dotted. It's get thee up, not get thee up. That's a mistake. And I think it'll help you if you just sing them evenly. Get thee up into the high mountain. You put the 10 on the E, breathe, and then the rest you can do high mountain, right? Then you go high mountain.
Got it. Okay.
Is that clear? Then you can do all the rest in one breath. You want to try that? Just without the music. Get thee up.
Get thee up into the high mountain, high mountain.
Okay, but that's that one. But that one is easy. That one you just have to pace. High mountain, not high mountain. Let it pace yourself so you don't give too much too soon.
Okay.
Have you tried that before?
No.
Okay, it sounded pretty good. So you just have to pace yourself so you get it in there. That was good. Let me just, since we're doing it without the music, let me just see if there were a couple other things. I would do some, let me give you some embellishments, okay? Are you recording this so you can play it back?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You mean
so say, what?
No, go ahead, yes.
Okay.
It is.
Say the cities of Judah. That's as it is. And then here, say unto say unto the cities of something like that going up there. Forget that one. Let's try this one. How about this? Behold your God. Behold your up to the sea, your God. You want to try those? Behold. So that's B to C sharp to a D. I'm just trying to get your voice a little higher. Okay. I think with you, it's good to work on these couple things.
Your God, behold.
You're right.
Behold your God.
There you go. See how easy that was? That worked for you. Yeah. And then at the end of this section, I'm just skipping ahead. God, behold your God. Up to an E. God, behold your God. God, behold your God. You want to try that one?
Yeah. Can you
behold your God? Excuse me?
Behold your God.
But no, listen. Behold your God. 2 beats on this. God, then go up. You see where the accompaniment changes to the C sharp in the bass? God, behold your God.
All right.
Okay, you'll work on that, and then I want to show you the ending. Oh, this. Arise, arise, arise. Can you go to a D instead of arise, arise? Because that sounds like you're really rising.
Okay.
You're writing that in? Arise, shine for the rise. I like the light is gone. Something like that.
Okay.
So, arise, shine for the light is gone. Did you get that?
Yes.
And then the only other thing is the ending, which I'll show you. Also, the glory. You didn't quite sing it. You just sang the glory. The 3 notes. Ba, 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 glory. Can you do that? The glory.
The glory.
That's it. Then the next one.
The glory.
Yeah, good. There are 3 notes there. You were only doing 2. Good. Okay. And then the end is the glory of the Lord. Go up the octave on the next measure, and then His Let me see. How did I do this? How do I do this? Is risen. Okay, is risen. And then go up the octave. Upon me.
Okay.
I don't know if I was very clear. Is risen. Upon me.
Okay.
Okay, you could.
Sorry. Yes.
No, you can work that in. You'll have to work on that. Do you work with Osceola?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so she'll help you with that.
Thank you.
Okay, but I mean, otherwise it was really, really quite good. I'm going to move back to my other place because I think I'm more in the light. And why don't you start it with the music from the beginning? But I think your main thing is just to focus on those new embellishments.
Okay.
Okay. Remember, this is your music. Look radiant. There you go. The longer the introduction, this is long, you have to keep intensity.
O thou that tellest good tidings to Zion,
Enjoy the music.
get thee up into the high mountain. O thou that tellest good tidings to Zion.
Okay. Because the character of the music is legato, but it's not really legato, I would sing, oh thou, not oh thou, oh thou. Put a little bite, bum, bum, a little lift. Baroque music would be like a yum, bum, bum, ba, da, 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 dum, bum, bum. The strings would play yum, bum, probably. So you could do, I know it's not so vocal to do that maybe, but Oh, thou, not oh, thou, oh, thou. Give a little energy there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe do it a cappella because trying to find the music back there is going to be impossible. Oh, thou.
Oh, thou that.
That's it. See, the character is totally different and it matches the music, you know, right? It's fun music. Yeah, and just keep that posture and that your beautiful facial smile, keep that very alive during the intro.
Okay.
Because the intro is so long, you may need more than one expression, like change maybe when you hear, but you have to, because this is your music. We're looking at you. We're not looking anywhere else. We're looking at you and you're just standing there. You have to be, the music has to stem from you. Okay. That's what you have to create, this music. So that's very important. All right. Good work. Work on those new embellishments with Osceola. And if she has any questions, I'll help her with that. Okay. Good. Good work.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you, Dad Gil. Thank you. Next is Crystal.
Hello. Hi, my name is Crystal. I'm doing Rejoice Greatly by Handel. And yeah.
Crystal, what did you do? You sang last year for me, right? Because I remember you.
No, I've never sang.
You did it? You've never sung for me? Why do I remember you? Okay, I'm wrong. Sorry. Okay.
Okay.
Rejoice, rejoice, rejoice greatly. Rejoice, O daughters of Zion. Daughters of Zion, rejoice, rejoice, rejoice. O daughter of Zion, rejoice greatly. Shout, O daughter of Jerusalem. Behold, thy King cometh unto thee. Behold, thy King cometh unto thee, cometh unto thee. Is our righteous Savior. And he shall speak peace unto the heathen. He shall speak peace. He shall speak peace. Peace. He shall speak peace unto the heathen. He is the righteous Savior, and he shall speak peace. Peace. He shall speak peace unto the heathen. Rejoice, rejoice, rejoice greatly. Behold, thy King cometh unto thee. Rejoice, rejoice, and shout, 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 rejoice. Rejoice, greatly, unto Zion, shout, unto of Jerusalem, behold, thy King cometh unto thee, behold, thy King cometh unto thee.
Okay, that's good. Let's save time and not play that whole ending. Good, Crystal, very good. It's a hard piece and you had fun with it, right?
Yes.
Really, you looked like you were having a great time. With your voice, I would end on a high B flat. Come unto thee, or some way get to a high B flat at the end. There are ways to do it. And I like the way you said rejoice, kind of like that. But definitely you should end high. Good. No, I like your embellishments. I might add for just a couple more, but good, good, good. So in terms of diction, you're saying rejoice, which is very spread E. I would say rejoice, an open I. Rejoice, rejoice, rejoice. It'll be much easier to sing, especially that you have it. And that would also go for behold, not behold. Behold, behold, not but be. Behold, rejoice, rejoice. Try that. Rejoice.
Rejoice, rejoice.
No, you're saying rejoice. Say it, say it.
Rejoice.
Yeah, that's it.
Rejoice, rejoice.
No, you went to re. You have to get used to it. But I trust me, it's a much better vowel once you get used to it, rather than rejoice. Rejoice, rejoice, rejoice greatly. Try it again.
Rejoice, rejoice, rejoice greatly.
Okay, the third one you went back to re, but the first two were re, and it was excellent. It was so much better. Okay, you'll work on that. And again, you know, you have all those wonderful coloratura lines, which you sang so cleanly, by the way. It was really good. Now I'd like you to put a little bit more personality. So, rejoice. I don't know, there's so many of them. This was all really good. Be careful. Sometimes your intonation, you got a little under pitch. Behold, thy King cometh. That one. Ya da 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 da. You want to feel lifting, not da 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 da, but ya da da da. Feel you're lifting on those, because as the notes kind of descend, you also got a little bit under pitch. I know it's really hard with the music to start anywhere other than the beginning. Okay, why don't you start? Oh, also, when you repeat rejoice, you should have some embellishments, which I don't think you did. Rejoice, 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 great, right? Something a little different. Or rejoice, or just do a little something there. It'll make it much, yeah, it's necessary when you repeat something exactly. Right, it's hard to start the music somewhere in the middle. Okay. I don't want that whole intro though. Is there some way you could do it towards the end of the intro?
Yeah, I can. Let's see.
Oh, one other thing, Crystal, you moved a lot. Okay, I'd like you to keep much more steady. And in the interludes, try not to sway with the music, but try to keep, because that takes away from, well, again, it takes away from your wonderful posture, and it takes away from your voice, even when you're doing it when you're not singing.
because it just kind of looks weak. I mean, my conducting teachers always told me about being grounded and being, I think I said earlier on the first person saying that if we were all live, you know, I mean, if we were together, I probably would talk a lot about posture. It's just hard. I can't see anyone's feet or legs, but that he would say to me, imagine you're a tree and you had roots growing out of the bottom of your feet, and that really held you into the ground. That's what grounds you. But the top of you, your branches and the leaves, they move with the wind. They're not stuck. But I think for you, that might help just feel that you're really grounded from the bottom. Okay. So that you don't kind of, because I saw a little bit of this, and you know, it just it detracts from your voice. Is incredible. I mean, really, you have such an ease about you know, all the moving notes and the high notes. So yeah, you want to keep as steady as possible and just work on pitch. Sometimes, you know, you just got a little bit under. Okay, so let's start again
From the beginning.
Well, I don't see how else we can do it. I don't necessarily want the beginning, but I don't know if you can put it anywhere else. Can you?
Right there.
Rejoice, rejoice, rejoice with me.
Okay, stop. Okay. Now, why do you repeat rejoice 3 times, 4 times, 3 times?
I guess to emphasize that, to make sure that people are paying attention.
And remember, the color Torah is of excitement, of rejoicing. Always keep that alive and exciting. Yeah, but the fact that it happens, look, rejoice, rejoice, rejoice. It's like you're going to explode. You're like trying to be calm. I'm so excited. Rejoice. But I'm more excited. Rejoice. And finally, rejoice greatly. So I think they need to build, right? They sound all a little alike. Yeah. Okay, can you start it right again at the end of that interlude? Or,
yeah.
The intro? Yeah.
Rejoice, rejoice,
And yes.
Rejoice with me. Rejoice, O daughter Zion.
Okay, that's a hard one. Yeah. That's a hard one. There's a lot to go. You just need to pace yourself better. It's fine. It's fine. So rejoice, rejoice. Don't give too much at the beginning, because let's go to the piano. It'll be easier. Then I can. We don't have to. Then I can start you and. Yeah, just don't give it all away. You know, you want to like keep it as a surprise. Okay, let's see. So, not rejoice, but rejoice. Maybe even not there yet. You know, just really gradually get there.
Yeah.
I think we're best just to do these things a cappella. Don't worry about that. Okay, first of all, you're lacking energy. So when I said don't give it all away, pace it, that doesn't mean to be unenergized, because then you'll never get through it either. So, you know, you even without giving so much, you can still be energetic. Rich, but not rich. You know, you're gonna have to find kind of a happy balance there.
I still had to.
Yeah, that was better. That was better. I know you had to breathe. Look, it's a long line. I mean, you're human too. You're not a machine. So if you have to breathe, you have to breathe. Okay, it's good. It's good. It was much better. Much better. Okay, let me just think if I have. Oh, Zion, Zion. Again, use the dotted rhythms. Oh, Zion. Oh, sorry. Oh, daughter of Zion. Yum, ba, 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 bum. Okay, can you do that?
Oh, daughter Zion.
Good. And try not to go, Crystal, Zion, but Zion. Zion, not Zion, right? Zion, just let it be natural. Good. And then let me just, and then here, behold thy king, now behold thy king, right? And you're getting a little flat there. That's why I want you to try to think a little bit upwards, not sinking. Can you try that? And always put a trill, cometh on. So always the trill at the end of phrases in this kind of music. Hey, that was much better, much better. Good, good, you felt that. Good. Now, the middle section is, all right, complete contrast, really, really legatissimo. Okay, try that. Gorgeous. That's just beautiful. Beautiful. Really beautiful. 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 Okay. And I wanted to give you an idea here. He shall speak peace. He shall speak. You did this and I loved it. He shall speak peace. How about there? Peace. And then you go to a B. You see how I did that?
Yeah.
Osceola will help you with that. Please breathe. And then you want to try it by yourself, a cappella? Careful, careful, careful. You didn't get every note in there. No. Go to a B flat. Yes, perfect. Yes, that sounds great, Crystal. That sounded so natural. Good, good, good. So let me see at the end. Oh, I know. I wanted to tell you. Oh, daughter of Jerusalem, behold. Instead of the king, I would keep up the octave. Behold the king. With your voice, definitely keep that up the octave, okay? And then let's see how we can end this. I've done this so many different ways. I don't know if you feel comfortable singing to the up there, but something like that. But you should definitely end high, okay? And your voice is like Osceola's, and that you live up there, right?
I try to.
All right, so play with those things, and she'll help you find the right things, right?
Yes.
Her voice is very natural up there, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Totally.
Crystal. Thank you.
Yeah, beautiful.
Good job. Good job. Okay, two more. The next to the last is Holly. Hi, Holly. Tell what you're gonna do, and here we go.
Hi, can you hear me well? Is that good?
We hear you.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. My name is Holly, and I'm going to be singing Jupiter Has Seven Moons, which is the second song in Bernstein's cycle, I Hate Music. Jupiter has seven moons, or is it nine? Saturn has a million, billion, trillion, 69. And every one is a little sun with 6 little moons of its own. But we have only one. Just think of all the fun we dogs would bay till they were frantic. We'd have nine tides in the Atlantic. The man in the moon would be gigantic. But we have only one.
Good. Good. I'm just trying to adjust the screen. Good. Yeah, it's a jolly song and it sits high. So the problem, and I don't know if I want to say it's a problem, but you just want to be careful that the words are really clear.
Okay.
So, you know, the best, I don't have the music in front of me, but the best thing is just final consonants again. I feel you could do more, but I mean, the spirit of it is great, is perfect. Let's start it again. It goes so quickly, so.
Yeah. Sure.
Tell me what you're singing about before you started. Sorry.
This song to me is about a little girl that has a message to tell everyone. And I think the beautiful thing about it is that it embodies the innocence of a child and the carefreeness of a child that I definitely lack now as an adult. So it's nice to put myself in that headspace now. It's stress-free, it's dreamlike, it's wonderful, you know.
You said something interesting. You said that you lack as an adult. Is that by choice or just circumstance or?
I think that, well, I can be very serious. I think sometimes, especially when it comes to music, I think I get very focused and I become very serious sometimes. And this was a song that was really nice for me to do because it brought back the joy for me for a moment. Not that I don't love singing, I do, but I think sometimes as singers we can become so hyper fixated that we forget that what we're doing is because we enjoy it. So that's what's so nice about the song to me.
Okay, but maybe this is beyond the song, but don't throw that childhood part that you mentioned away, because I think we all as adults, we have children inside of us too. And I know we're all capable of acting childlike at certain times. And I think that's great. And I think that's totally right. Because just because we become adults doesn't mean everything in life is serious. So I think this song is can be a lot more of your personality than you think it is. But the fact that it can bring you back there, as you said, is a good thing also. Good. No, I felt it very natural. And we're all serious. I mean, we should be serious musicians. I'm certainly very serious in this situation, but I know I can act silly also. So the thing is, I think if you can intertwine it more with your real person, you'll feel even more connected to it. Okay, good, very good.
Thank you so much.
Sure.
That's very helpful.
And the intro is so jolly. Maybe you can transform yourself back to childhood, or let's not say childhood, but like I said, I think all adults are capable of acting silly and childlike too. And I think it's necessary, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you know, we're not very interesting or fun. So I think if you use that intro to kind of transform you to another place, you'll be right there. Okay.
Thank you.
Good.
That's really helpful. Jupiter has 7 moons, or is it 9? Saturn has 1,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,0
and everyone is a little sun with 6 little moons of its own. But we have only one
really, 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 really good. The slow part of just think we only have one or whatever you're saying there, what is that about?
For me, it's sort of like it's like a pull to a realization. Like I imagine it to be like, is this the world that we live in? Like, is this what I'm seeing? And then it's like excitement about that new realization.
Good. And that's your serious side. So again, I said all as adults, we have all different personalities and sides to us also, way more than as we did as children, because we're mature. We've experienced life. We know more. So use that transition and the music just kind of stops. It's not even like the piano keeps playing, right? It's like there's a fermata there, right? Use that for a transition, and I want to see it in your face, in your eyes, okay?
Okay.
Good, very good. So I'm having trouble understanding the very beginning. Can you speak it for me?
Jupiter has 7 moons. Or is it 9? Saturn has 1,000,000,000,000,000,069.
Okay. It's funny. I think the million, trillion, billion, you can make more out of it and make it super clear and just make it like a joke, which it is.
Okay.
Jupiter. I mean, see if you can get a little bit more precise. Do it a cappella once, so I don't have to keep stopping you. You have a pitch there?
I know. Jupiter has 7 moons. Is that better?
Okay, yes, much better. But there's an extra note. Jupiter. Is that what happens?
Yes.
That's distracting me.
Yes.
It's written that way, obviously. Jupiter. Can you? It needs to be more Jupiter instead of Jupiter. It was too legato and it dropped. Jupiter has, right? Keep it all a little bit like I said to somebody, and I don't know. I said somebody recently. I don't know. One of the Handel things I said, give a little more emphasis on that pickup. That's all it needs. Okay.
Okay. Jupiter has 7 moons.
I'm still getting. Listen, this is what I'm getting. Jupiter has. Then I don't think it'll sound wrong.
Jupiter has 7 moons.
Okay. Now you made a staccato. I didn't quite mean to go that far, but yes, that was the next. That was okay. But Jupiter, not Jupiter, right? I don't think you need to go. I wish I could see how it's written. I don't think it's written staccato, right? Is it written
it's not
legato
written
or?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
I believe so. It's written legato.
Yeah, but again, I'm not asking for non-legato. I'm just asking for definition in the note.
Yeah,
you see the difference?
I understand.
Okay, once again.
Jupiter has 7 moons.
Okay, the other problem is 7 is written awkwardly. Jupiter has 7 moons. I want to hear 7, something like that, but it goes 7, right? It's doing it in an awkward way. You have to go against it. Again, Lenny spoke English, obviously. And Italian composers, Verdi and Donizetti, put stresses in the wrong place all the time for dramatic emphasis. I think he's doing the same, but you can go against it a little bit and just make 7 clearer. Okay, one last time, Holly. Sorry to keep repeating, but it's good. It's really good.
No, thank you so much. Jupiter has 7 moons.
Yes, that was so much better. The 7 now was really clear. So I think it was just a little bit where you're putting the stress of words and the accents needed to be a little bit clearer. Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, started with the accompaniments again.
Okay. Is it 9? Saturn has 1,000,000,000,000,069.
Okay. Thanks. Or is it 9 as kind of a joke, or is it just you're really not sure?
What did you say?
When you say, or is it 9, is that a joke, or are you really not sure?
I think it's
Jupiter has 7 moons, or is it 9? Is playful.
Yeah,
so
playful.
Make it playful. Jupiter has 7 moons, or is it 9? Or is it 9? I don't know. I think for me it's like a joke.
Or is it 9? Or I don't know, but make something there. And then the million, billion, zillion, as you go, it has to start less and grow. Because
Okay.
you're doing them all the same.
Okay.
And it has a billion, zillion, jillion, because it's so funny, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
make it grow. Okay, start again with the accompaniment. Good, very
Okay.
good.
Jupiter has 7 moons, or is it 9?
Yes, yes.
Million, billion, trillion, 69. And everyone is a little sun with 6 little moons of its own. But we have only one. Just think of all the fun we'd have if there were 9. Then we could be just 9 times more romantic. Dogs would bay till they were frantic. We'd have 9 tides in the Atlantic. The man in the moon would be gigantic. But we have only
Good, Holly. It's really excellent. Really excellent. All the
Thank
stuff
you.
we talked about at the beginning was much, much better. Your facial expressions are alive and really good. What's the high note at the end?
Oh goodness, I think it's G or F.
Okay.
F. I forget. Yeah, one of those.
I could go to the piano, but it's okay. It's good. It's very good. You have a bright voice, and Bernstein has all those cross rhythms, the hemiola kind of 2 against 3s. And I just conducted Candide, and I'm about to conduct Trouble in Tahiti, and it's just full of all those, yum, ba-dum, bum, 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 cross rhythms. You did it very well. Good. Good.
Thank you.
Fun piece. What
Thank you so
opera
much.
stuff do you do?
I really started to get into opera with Osceola in college. I really wasn't exposed to much of it before my
Okay,
college
good.
years.
Well, she'll put you in the right direction.
Yes, very much so.
Good. All right. Good work.
Thank you so much for everything. Thank you for having me.
Sure.
Okay, we come to the last one. Shane, time for you to take the stage.
Hello, my name is Shane. I'll be singing Widmung by Schumann. Du meine Seele, du mein Herz, du meine Wohnung, du mein Schmerz, du meine Welt, in der ich lebe, mein Himmel, du darein ich schwebe, oh du mein Grab, in das hinab ich ewig meinen Kummer gab. Du bist die Ruhe, du bist der Frieden, du bist vom Himmel mir beschieden, dass du mich liebst, macht mich mir wert, dein Blick hat mich vor mir verklärt, du hebst mich lieb und über mich, mein guter Geist, mein besseres Ich. Du meine Seele, du mein Herz, du meine Wohnung, du mein Schmerz, du du meine Welt, in der ich lebe, mein Himmel, du darein ich schwebe, mein guter Geist, mein besseres Ich.
What key are you doing that in?
I did that in F major, or yeah.
D flat? F major? It was an F. I have it in the, it's not in the high, are you doing it in high key?
I'm doing it in a lower key then. I believe that it's normally in A flat, but I did it in
Yeah,
A.
exactly. You're doing it in F? That didn't sound like F though. Let me see. I have it in the low, but you're not in the low key, right?
Is the low key?
What I have.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm gonna check. Yeah, this is F. So you're really singing in low key. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's what you did. Because it ends. Yeah. Okay. 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 At least I'll have the right key. Is it too high for you? In.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's a third higher. Okay. You sound like a tenor to me, but okay. Good, Shane. Did you sing for me last year?
Did not. No.
Okay. Okay. So first time. Good. 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 Your German needs work, so we'll probably do mostly that right now. What happened after you finished singing?
There's a long ending, so I tried to.
What's that? Ave Maria.
Oh.
He sneaks the Ave Maria in there.
Oh.
Yeah, that's purpose. It's purposeful.
Didn't
Ave Maria, yeah, the Schubert Ave Maria. You know it?
Oh wow, I love that.
Yeah, yeah. He puts it in there as a little homage to Schubert. Okay. Anyway, good, good. I love your energy, your enthusiasm. You sing. Your voice is wonderful. You also move around a little too much, so you're going to need to just feel a little bit grounded. Maybe hands in your pockets would be a good exercise for you. So just to make sure you don't overdo things. Good. All right. Now that I'm in the right key, do you want to speak through it?
Okay.
Maybe we should do that. Let me just tell you a few things that caught on. Himmel, it's a double M. In German, just like Italian, double consonants. I think you're the only person today who has sung other than in English. Is that true, Osceola? Yeah, I don't think anybody else sang in a foreign language. So kudos to you for being brave enough to do that. Okay, good.
Concentration was pretty much on Messiah, so it's a nice break. Go ahead.
Yeah, of course. But I'm saying good that because always when we're singing in foreign languages, that's always, a lot of what needs work. Shane, can you say something so you come back?
Hello, hi.
Yeah, okay, good. Otherwise, the screen says on Osceola. Okay, so Himmel is a double M. Du bist von Himmel, Himmel. You just hint at the M and sing through it. And the nice thing is that M is a consonant you can sing through, so it won't get in the way. Himmel. Okay. And there's some closed consonants that you don't do very well, like du meine Seele is closed. Seele.
Seele.
Du meine Seele. Du mein Herz, open. Du meine Wohn, that's open. This is double N. Du mein Schwert, du meine Welt. In der is closed. The articles der, den, and den are closed. In der ich liebe mein Himmel. Okay, why don't you speak from the beginning?
Du meine Seele, du mein Herz, du meine.
Try to sing longer vowels. Du mein Herz. Du meine Seele, du mein Herz.
Du meine Seele, du mein Herz.
Excellent, excellent.
Du meine Wohnung, du mein
It's a double N. So the vowel is open as you did, but it's von, and then make sure you get to the double N.
Du meine Wohnung, du mein Schmerz.
Good.
Du meine Welt, in der ich lebe.
Der.
Der.
Not der. Okay, good.
In der ich lebe.
In der ich lebe. Lebe is also closed. Leben, the word leben, to live, is closed. Lebe. So speak again from du meine Welt.
Du meine Welt, in der ich lebe.
Good.
Himmel du,
Yes.
darein ich lebe.
Ich schwebe. That's close. Schwebe. Ich schwebe. And this is hard. You have to do the sh to the sh. So ich schwebe.
Ich schwebe.
Perfect. Excellent. Good. O du mein Grab.
O du mein Grab, in das hinab ich ewig meinen Kuh.
Ewig is also closed. Ewig, closed.
Ewig.
Ewig.
Meinen Kummer gab.
Double M, like Himmel, Kummer, and it's an open U. Kummer.
Kummer gab.
Good. Du bist die Ruhe.
Du bist die Ruhe. Du bist der Frieden.
Bravo, you're very fast. You got all those changes. Good.
Du
bist von Himmel.
Du bist vom Himmel.
Yeah.
Mir beschieden.
And the little turns need to be more like melody. Mir, not me, mir, mine. Okay, so when you get to that again, that it just feels more cohesive. Okay.
Mir beschieden, dass du mich liebst, macht mich mir wert.
Good.
Mein Blick hat mich vor mir
Ver. V is like an F. Verklärt.
Verklärt.
Good.
Du hebst mich.
Heaps, that's closed. Du hebst.
Du hebst mich lieb und über
Liebend.
Du
hebst.
Du hebst mich liebend über mich.
Über. You have to round your lips like the tu in French. Über. It's not Uber, it's U. Round your lips vertically. Look at me. Über. Yes.
Über mich.
Okay.
Mein guter Geist,
Guter. That's actually open. Mein guter
Geist, mein besseres Ich.
Good. Okay, and then it repeats. Good. Okay, let's start it again. Can you put your hands in your pockets?
Yes.
And see if you feel, and think of what I said recently about when my conducting teacher had me think of me as a tree with roots coming out of my feet so that I'm very grounded. I don't move around too much.
Okay.
Pick one spot and stay there.
Sounds good. I'll play it from it now. Du meine Seele, du mein Herz, du meine Wohnung, du mein Schmerz, du meine Welt, in der ich lebe, mein Himmel, du darein ich schwebe, o du mein Grab, in das hinab ich ewig meinen Kummer gab.
Now change.
Du bist die Ruhe, du bist der Frieden, du bist vom Himmel mir beschieden, dass du mich liebst, macht mich mir wert. Dein Blick hat mich vor mir verklärt. Du hebst mich liebend über mich, mein guter Geist, mein besseres Ich. Du meine Seele, du mein Herz, du meine Wohnung, du mein Schmerz, du meine Welt, in der ich lebe, mein Himmel, du darein ich schwebe, mein guter Geist, mein besseres Ich.
Feel the Ave Maria. Da, da, ya, da, da. Okay, good, Shane. Really good.
I never put that together. That's great.
Yeah. Very good, very good. One. You're so fast because all the German corrections I gave you fixed. My God, it was great. Mich, you still have trouble with that.
Yep.
Das du mich liebst. Mich. You're saying mich. Mich. It's like ich. So das du mich liebst, mag mich mir wert. Say that. Das du
mich liebst.
No. Das du. Yeah.
Das du mich liebst. Magst
mich. It's like blowing air. Mich. Ich. Yes, that's it. That's it. Good.
Das du mich. Sorry. Das du mich liebst, macht mich mir wert.
Mich. It's not sh. It's not sh. It's somewhere in between. It's like you're blowing air. It's like a snake hissing. Mich.
Das du mich.
Yes. You'll work on it.
Yeah.
Think of that snake hissing because that's really what it's like.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah. All right, Shane, you have a great voice. I think you can gradually start taking this up half step until you get eventually to A flat major because you're definitely a tenor, right?
I'm not actually. I'm a baritone.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 20.
I think you're going to be a tenor, but who knows where things will go. But I definitely hear tenor in your voice. So as you're you could do experimental, bring it up half step. Maybe you have a program or something that could, transpose it easily, but just until it feels comfortable, because I think you're a tenor.
Great.
Or you're getting there.
Just crossed.
All right. Good work.
Okay, so the first one is Madam Jocelyn. Tell us what you're going to sing and go to it. Show off.
I'm gonna sing "Can't Help Loving That Man" from Showboat. Can you hear me okay?
You're very soft.
Is the connection okay?
It's better. Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yes, it's better. Good. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Can you hear the music?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, just making sure. Fish gotta swim and birds gotta fly. I gotta love one night till I die. Can't help loving that man of mine. Tell me his ways lead, tell me his love. Tell me I'm crazy, maybe I know. Can't help loving that
Okay, good. It's hard. It's hard not to hear applause, of course. Good, Jocelyn. Waiting for the applause.
And I cannot
Jocelyn,
properly, so I apologize for that. But
you're apologizing for what?
I'm very nervous and I don't execute properly when I'm nervous, so I apologize for that.
Okay, but there's no need to make excuses because I thought it was really good, and you're already putting negativity in there, and I feel good about what you did. Can you? I'm kind of not seeing your face. Can you adjust the camera? Yeah, there you go. The most important thing is that we see your face. Yeah, I mean, I know the song. It's a famous song. We all know the song, but based on how you sang it, I have no idea what it means. Yeah, I have no idea what you were singing about. So I want you to sing it again, and maybe even recite it without singing, and tell me, pretend I'm ignorant, that I don't even know, the show or anything about it. And I want you to convey the feeling. And I mean, words could stand out maybe a little bit more, certain words. You have to pick what are key words that it will help me understand the process and what you're saying. And I think a good test is when you're singing in English. We all speak English, it's our first language. Pretend you're singing in France or Germany, in a country where that they don't speak English, or maybe Russia, because they all speak English in those countries. But somewhere where they wouldn't speak English very well. And the thing is that even if they can't understand every word you're singing, I want to understand the feeling, the concept behind it, the bigger picture. So you just sang very kind of loosely. And then what's going on there, okay? Can you tell us just in a few words what you feel the song represents, what you're trying to say in it?
It just means you feel like you have to love this one person for the rest of
Well,
your life.
it doesn't, okay. I want your concept, because there are many different ways, as interpreters, as artists, we all can take the same piece. In fact, if all 9 people singing today sang the same song, Can't Help Loving That Man, they're all going to be 9 different versions, and each of the 9 of you will feel it differently and maybe have a different message behind it. My problem is I didn't feel you had a message, right? I want to know what it means to you. So that's why I'm asking that.
What it means to me?
Okay, what is the song about?
That you can't live without the person you love, and that you have to love them for who they are, and they bring you genuine happiness.
Okay, don't use they, because they is so abstract. I want a specific person. Can you think of somebody in your life that you could relate this song to? No. Can you imagine? Because as artists, we have to get up on stage and play characters that, sometimes we have to play evil people that we would never be like that person. But as an artist, we have to put ourselves behind somebody else's character and be that character. Can you imagine somebody? It doesn't even have to be somebody you love in a romantic way. It could be a family member, just somebody you care about so much, right? That person means the world to you, that you couldn't do without that person in your life. Can you imagine somebody? Okay, so could you sing the message then? If it's not a romantic interest, then obviously you're going to have a different connotation behind it. But again, the point is, this is somebody that is so important to you that you cannot go on life without this person in your life. Okay, if that's what it means to you. I mean, maybe you can find a different meaning. Tell me. I mean, the thing is, you have to be proactive about what you're singing, right? You can't just kind of take a back seat and sing words. That's not interesting to us. If you went to a recital of somebody singing the whole performance like that, you'd be bored after 10 minutes. The thing is, you have a beautiful voice. Let's point out the positives in what you did. Your voice is beautiful. It's very, it's soft, but I don't mean soft in like a quiet way, but in a very soothing way, right? It has beauty to it. Again, I just want a little more. I want Jocelyn in there, right? I heard a beautiful voice. Now I want to hear Jocelyn's message. Does that make sense to you? Yeah? Okay. And you know what? When we're nervous, and by the way, we all get nervous when we perform, all of us. There's no exceptions. We all do. Osceola and I do as well. We all get nervous. So that's a given, and some people get nervous in a way that you have to work on it because it causes it difficulty singing, and then of course one has to work on it. And for the most part, 90% of us, the nerves are good because it gives us that energy. I kind of didn't feel that energy. Maybe I want you a little more nervous because I want you to feel kind of that adrenaline there. It just was a little bit, like one level. And it has that middle section, yum bum bum ba ya da da da, that you need to build to that. So that part should actually be like a climax, right? But it was all kind of in one place. So yeah, it's just, again, it was a really good performance. I said I liked it a lot. Now we want to get it somewhere better, to a new, just a new height, new level. Can you speak it for us, the text? And again, speak it in a way that you're speaking to somebody, not just reciting words to a song. Okay?
Fish gotta swim, birds gotta fly.
Okay, what does that mean? What does fish gotta swim mean? Of course, fish swim. We know that. What else do? They don't walk. They don't play tennis. What does that mean? Fish gotta swim.
That's the point. That's their purpose. That's what they do. That's what they have to do.
Exactly. And what's your purpose?
To love this person.
Okay, good. That's what I'm after. You're making these neat analogies, and I want it again to relate back to you. Okay, good. This is really helpful, actually. Continue speaking. Fish gotta swim. Birds gotta fly. Again, obviously birds fly. Good. Okay.
I gotta love one man till I die.
Okay, that alone is already very strong. Okay, start singing again, and just even those first 3 lines, you see what you could do so much more with them. Okay, good. Excuse me?
Without the music?
No, let's put the music on, okay? Because the music's gonna help you, okay? Let's do another, round of it, and again, I want you to now put some personal feeling into it. Okay?
Okay, I'll try. Fish gotta swim and birds gotta fly. I gotta love one man till I die.
Okay, let's stop. All right, I still feel like you're a little bit empty in terms of your message. Fish gotta swim. Okay, birds gotta fly. That's clear. You could make a big deal. Fish gotta swim, birds gotta fly. Right? You could make something more of it, or if your choice is just keep it neutral. Fish gotta swim, birds gotta fly. Fine. But then when you're talking about loving one man, then something has to happen. And you're talking about loving one man. Is that important? Because again, you have to find what words are important in there. Is it, what's the third line? Fish gotta swim, birds gotta fly.
I gotta love.
I gotta love one man.
Okay, so yeah. So Jocelyn, is it I gotta love one man till I die? Or is it I gotta love one man till I die? You see, you have so many choices of how to sing it. And I just find that you're just singing it, but not coming up with ideas. So I think your journey with this piece, and really any piece you do, is find how you're going to make this piece different, from the last person who sang it, or just from anybody else. How is it going to be your calling card, this piece? Jocelyn, say something, because I lost you.
I was thinking about what you're saying.
Yeah, okay, good. Can't help loving that. I think loving is the key word there. Can't help loving that man of mine. Why don't you start it again? And I want the word loving to be the most important of those three things, okay? And again, you have so many choices. I'm giving you examples. And again, it would be great maybe one time we do a masterclass where everybody sings the same song. Because as I said, everybody, you would learn so much because you will see somebody else will come up with a different idea. And then the next person might have the same idea as you, but sing it in a different way. You know, that's the great thing, that this piece was written, the notes are in black and white on the page. They're always going to be there. You, as the interpreter, have to take those black and white symbols on the page and turn it into a real life situation, right? That's the only thing you need to work on. Okay, let's start one more time, okay? I'll let you sing through and just try to be more involved in it, okay? It's good. Your voice is beautiful. There's no issue there.
Okay. Fish gotta swim and birds gotta fly. I gotta love one man till I die. Can't help loving that man of mine.
Okay, now look at us. Don't look away. Keep going. But we need eye contact. I know that's difficult because it's a camera, but the camera is us. You have to imagine it's a person. It's me or Osceola or all of us out there in a room. I need more communication. You know, what do you think is the most expressive part of the body? For me, it's the eyes, because the eyes tell so much. And now that, you know, once upon a time before video became so popular, you know, you went to the Met and it's 4,000 seats, a huge theater, and you sat way back in the peanut gallery, and you can barely make out that there was a person there. I mean, you saw a frame and you heard the singing. Now with video and everything, we're out, you know, all our broadcast, we broadcast on HD every week. We see close-ups, just like I'm seeing you in the camera. This is the way it is, and this is the future. You know, you're a beautiful person. You have a beautiful face. Use it, okay? We don't want you just neutral. I want you involved again. Use your eyes for certain words like that. Loving, you know, you might want to raise your eyes or something, okay? But find a creative way that you can be more involved. Okay, last time we're going to start it, okay? And then you'll keep working on this. Tell me something else. Okay, good. So Jocelyn, good. Again, you have a beautiful voice. You're going to keep working on your voice. You need to work with communication and, okay? And just keep working in this direction with Osceola, you know, find the meanings of the words, okay? But good work, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, hope that was helpful.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, good work.
You,
We're all applauding for you.
Thank you, Jocelyn. That was sweet. Well, that was good. Thank you, all of you, for coming, and I applaud all.
Does anyone have questions, or do we have time, or a quick question?
If anyone have any questions for Gregory, now's the time to get it out. This is between you and him. Ask any question you want. We'll start with you, George.
I just want to say thank you for I can finally attend this masterclass. So I know I'm a work in progress, but I want
Yeah,
to
sorry
tell.
you didn't get to sing.
Well, I sang mentally. I sang
Good,
along with the
okay.
handle, but in my range. But I just want to say to Osceola students, you're making great progress, and it gives, encouragement to me because it takes a lot of courage to do this. So, just, take what you learned and continue to make progress. And it's a joy to see you making fine progress.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Osceola's the best. You're all in good hands.
We have a few guests here. Jane here and Jada Lynn
Right.
and Adam, a few guests there. But Christopher, you were going to say something?
Yeah, I have a question, if you don't mind. Shane and I work together, and speaking of this idea of baritone versus tenor and whatnot, Shane and I have actually talked about this a whole lot. And he's kind of in this place that's, if you don't mind my speaking sort of on your behalf, Shane, where he's kind of straddling that world in between. And we've talked about a lot about the fact that he might develop into a tenor, but right now that tenor tessitura can be a little bit challenging. And so we're picking things that aren't something he has to struggle with in terms of tessitura. So what would you say to a young singer in that position who is sort of like in that kind of middle ground that likely will develop into the voice higher?
Well, the thing is, you're at an age where you're doing exactly the right thing. You really don't know if the higher, how high are you comfortable sustaining? What note?
Sustaining?
Yeah.
Maybe an F, like a comfortable F.
Okay, so I mean that's only passaggio. So your voice needs to develop and see if you get more comfortable. I mean, you need to work to develop the height. And if it's not there, it's either going to get there as you mature. But I mean, the male voice is still maturing through age 30. I mean, you just cannot rush things. You kind of have to take what nature does with you and go with it. The female voice, develops much sooner. So I think you just always need to sing what's feeling comfortable. You could try maybe some Mozart tends to sit high, but doesn't go much above that G area. You can maybe try some Mozart arias or maybe De mia volenti spiritu from Traviata. But that might even be a little high right now. So I think you're on the right track. Take songs and you can fool around with the transposition. Try it always a little higher and see if it feels better. And that's when you know you get to the right key. But your quality, for me, it's all about the quality. I'm not vocalizing with you and I don't know really what you are at the top. But the quality of you that I hear is tenor. Now, again, that could change in the next few years. So you just have to go with your voice. But you're doing exactly the right thing that you need to be doing at age 20, just taking it where it is right now, but stretch yourself a little. It's like doing exercises. To build a new muscle, you always have to maybe take it a little farther to see if you're going to get there, and then if it feels right, then you're going in the right direction. So, yeah, but good question. And everyone is different. Just because somebody else may sound more mature at 20 has nothing to do with you, right? I mean, you might, in 2 years, you might absolutely know where you are. It may take until you're 30. Don't worry about it. Again, it's nature's way of doing whatever it's going to do, and you can't, move it along.
Who else has a question? Crystal, Jadalyn, Ashley, Jocelyn. Don't all speak at once.
I think we lost some people too.
I have a question.
Oh, okay, Dr. B, yes.
Yes, Adam is only 21 and he's never performed as a singer before. He's a virtuoso on the bongo drums. And we just noticed that he has some talent in chorus. He's a real complete beginner. And I think he's very good musically. And I've been working with him as best as I could. Do you think that this is a voice that will remain as a baritone? Can you remember, you've listened to so many other people?
No, I remember him very distinctly. He has a presence, which is why I remember him. So he has a gift. And I did not sense he was a beginner at all, which again emphasizes what you're saying, that he definitely has the talent. I also heard him as a tenor. So I think he's 21, 20. Who knows where he'll go? But I think just keep working, develop the voice, and see where it goes. A true baritone has a real richness, a real depth that I don't hear on either Shane or Adam at the moment. But again, it's your age.
So, you know, it may take a while for you to really get that substance down there, or you may stay as a tenor. But even as a tenor, you have to have low notes, and even as a baritone, you have to have high notes. So whichever you're going to go, it doesn't matter. You need to keep developing your voice right now. And then again, nature will take you wherever you are meant to be. Just make sure you're in good hands, you know, with somebody who has good ears and you know, can hear that, and trust your instinct too, what feels right. Because you're going to know, you're the one singing. You're going to know this feels right. It feels too high, it feels too low. But you're young, so you have time. And you know, this is the hard time because of the arts just having stopped, because we're all missing performing. Believe me, all my colleagues at the Met who are pros, who, you know, don't do anything like me except in music, and we're all kind of sitting home doing stuff. You're young. It's hard because you should be performing too right now and getting experience doing it. But you have now the gift of this time where you can just keep working technically. Of course, do performances like today. You know, you guys said you were nervous, which it's like a performance, which is great. That it gives you the, you know, the feeling of getting up there in front of people listening to you and feeling what those nerves feel like. Because the only way you get over nerves is by doing it, right, Osceola? And the more you do it, it just gets easier and easier. But you have to do it. And you have to go through it. But you have this time, use this time to just work with your teachers, work technically, learn repertoire, work on your languages. I mean, I commended Shane for singing in a foreign language, but you guys, if you want to be opera singers, you all have to. Start learning, speak Italian. You've got to speak Italian and German, because as Osceola knows, we both started our careers over in the German speaking countries. So we had to learn because we were there. It's better if you have a head start. So if you're serious about being an opera singer, start learning your languages. And the thing is, you can do it online. You know, you could do it free. You can go to YouTube and, you know, hear people speak and follow them and learn vocabulary. And if you don't want to be an opera singer and you're happy just doing songs or just singing in English, there's nothing, or musical theater, nothing wrong with that. But you also still have to do work. So you can use this time, you know, to learn repertoire and just keep working on the voice. So good question. You know, a male who's age 20 or 21, I can't say definitively, and nobody should. Again, just keep working and see where it goes.
What do you think would be a good next piece for Adam to
For
work
Adam?
on? Yes.
So I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Shane. How high are you comfortable sustaining?
About the same, maybe a F.
F.
I can vocalize him up to A flat and probably more.
So I would look at Traviata U and some of the Mozart arias. Which Mozart aria would be best? You know, they all sit in the passaggio, and I know that's probably hard for both of you right now, but the Don Giovanni arias, Il mio tesoro, you already sang Coloratura. Il mio tesoro would probably be a good one. It doesn't go to, I think it's only a sustained G, and it maybe touches A flat. No, it's in B flat major. Yeah, I think it stays on G. So Il mio tesoro would be great from Don Giovanni, and try Traviata. And if if it doesn't feel right, you leave it alone, you come back to it in another couple of years. But those are good, safe arias that don't go too high and that are still kind of light in the voice. But both you and Shane, you have really a good personality and drive to your singing. So, you know, find pieces you love that, you know, you can relate to, and just keep working with your teachers. That advice goes to anybody. Crystal, you have great high notes and all. You're with a great teacher who knows all that repertoire. So, you know, you'll keep working. You got to push your limits a little bit, but you also can't go too far because it's your voice. You don't want to hurt yourself, but you always want to test and see how far you can go. Also mentally, you know, pick things that are difficult, that are hard to learn. Some contemporary pieces are difficult, but, you know, once you've learned it, hey, when you sing the old stuff, it makes it so much easier.
You touched on something very serious, which I was going to ask about. Sometimes when my students are listening to a recording and they're very impressed and they want to learn the piece, they get very frustrated with themselves because they don't sound immediately like that finished recording. Will you talk to them about being patient with themselves?
You know, even the seasoned artists, when the pros come and work with me, or like med people, and they talk about a recording, I say, don't listen to recordings, because first of all, recordings have bad habits. Just because it's on record doesn't mean it's correct. And the fact that, as I said, now everything is streamed means things are put out on YouTube, you know, and they're not necessarily correct. So recordings are good to get maybe an idea. For example, I love to put old recordings on because I like to know how things were done stylistically back before our time. I think you learn from that. But then I need to know, as a conductor, as a teacher, as a coach, how things have changed. For example, when Osceola knows, she and I worked on Bel Canto when we were both kids, we were students. Bel Canto has evolved because variazioni, embellishments have changed over time. When we were kids, the people singing were, Sills and Sutherland, who did a lot of embellishments. Today, people do fewer embellishments and rely more on the line rather than to be expressive, rather than all the acrobatic notes. Things change, and part of it is just knowing the style and where things go with time. But in terms of recordings, we want to be artists, and we want to come up with our own interpretations. It's fine to get ideas, but don't get glued to somebody else's interpretation and certainly think that that's how it needs to be. And learn the music, learn the music on your own with a piano, with a coach. Make sure you really learn it right rather than through a recording. I know right now it's hard because we can't get one-on-one very easily like we could before. But, we do what we can. And just build your skills in all ways, musically, and really learning the language is the best thing you could do now while we're just sitting around. Take language courses online, because as an opera singer, it's so necessary. Is that quite the question you asked? I'm not sure if I answered it.
That's fine.
Osceola.
I tell them, imagine how long it took that person they're listening to work on that particular thing that they're trying to sing in 5 minutes.
And everybody has a different learning. Just like I said, every voice matures at a different rate, and don't be impatient. Everybody has a different capacity up here. And Beverly Sills famously said she could learn a whole role, an operatic role, on an airplane, in an airplane flight. Well, not everybody can do that, So, go at your pace, but the more you work, the more you know, the more you do, the better you get at it, and the easier it is to learn, and the faster it becomes. So if I have to learn a new Verdi opera right now, it's very easy and fast because I already know so many Verdi operas, and I know the style, and I kind of know what to look for. But the first time I learned a Verdi opera, it was Traviata, the first thing I conducted. It took me a long time to really get into it. Now I've done it so often, it's like old hat. So I'm saying, use this time, just learn. And yes, listening to operas and learning that way, if it's not a role you're learning, get familiar. You should know all the operas of Puccini and Verdi, and especially in your Fach, all the Crystal, you should know all the coloratura, roles, and, Gilda, and, listen to them and get familiar with them. Use this time and enjoy, have fun. There's so much out there on the internet now. In the Sirius Met station, you can hear every Met broadcast that's ever been on. So, I mean, you have a wealth of knowledge that Osceola and I didn't have when we were your age. It was harder actually to find recordings. I mean, we had to go to the library and sign out a record, right? And today you have everything right there on the internet. So it's, you have so much access right there for you.
Anyone else?
But I must say the level of, because as I said, I've been doing this with Osceola now for, I'd say, at least 5 years. The level has really grown. Today was a really, really good showing of strong voices, good talent. And even though I couldn't see you physically, I got a really good sense of dedication. And each one of you today that sang, I could tell was really, really committed. And that wasn't always the case in the past. So I really feel Osceola has a strong studio. The other people that, that came in as guests to her class, you all have really great potential. And I see the eagerness in you, and never lose that. And this has been the 1 year that people have been losing it, if you ever are going to, because it's just been so hard and frustrating not being able to get out there and sing a duet with somebody in person, not online, you know. But it'll come back. It'll come back really soon, and just keep that energy that you all have.
We are so very happy that you could join us, Gregory, that your schedule allowed you to fit us in. And we look forward to working with you again in the future, either virtually or in person, hopefully in person. Then you can see the way they're standing. Okay, well, if there are no more questions.
Yes, I missed the subway ride up to Lehman College today. You made it very easy, right?
Right, just a few steps.
But guys, keep working, all of you, okay? And if you ever have a question, feel free to get in touch, okay? You all did a great job. You should feel very proud.
Thank you, Dr. B. Thank you, Christopher. Thank you all for coming, and see you at the next Masterclass. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.